Hey guys, be here. Um, Today is Friday, which means we have our first for Friday, and I am today in the library and have access to a tripod, so um, that's fun. Today we are going to be reading the first 4 pages of Skyhunter by Marie Lu. This is Marie Lu's latest book, and I was just reading the description and it sounds really cool. So I'm going to read the description for you too. But before I do that, look at this awesome map. I love, 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 love a good map. Don't you? I love a good map when I'm reading and it brings up some place in the story. I always turn to the map. I'm like, ooh, where's that? Maybe it's because I'm spatially oriented. I don't know. I think it's fun. Okay, so here is the description for Skyhunter. In a world broken by war, a team of young warriors is willing to sacrifice everything to save what they love. The Carinthia Federation has conquered a dozen countries, leaving Mara as one of the last free nations in the world. Refugees flee to its borders to escape a fate worse than death. Transformation into mutant war beasts known as ghosts, creatures the Federation then sends to attack Mara. The legendary Strikers, Mara's elite fighting force, are trained to stop them. But as the number of ghosts grows and Carinthia closes in, defeat seems inevitable. Still, one striker refuses to give up hope. Robbed of her voice and home, Talon Kanami knows firsthand the brutality of the Federation. Their cruelty forced her and her mother to seek asylum in a country that considers their people repugnant. She finds comfort only with a handful of fellow strikers who have pledged their lives to one another and who are determined to push Carinthia back at all costs. When a mysterious prisoner is brought from the front, Talon senses there's more to him than meets the eye. Is he a spy from the Federation, or could he be a weapon that will save them all? The plot thickens. So, here are the first 4 pages of Skyhunter by Marie Lu. Lots of introductory pages. Okay, Skyhunter. Ghosts travel in packs. Maybe, do I hold it like this? Maybe I'll hold it like this so you can see. Ghosts travel in packs. This is the first lesson you're taught when you become a striker. I don't like that. I'm going to sit here. This is the first lesson you're taught when you become a striker. You learn that ghosts used to be human before the Carinthia Federation strapped them down and poured dark poison down their throats, twisting them into monstrous war beasts. Now, you'll see them hunting in the forests at the foothills of the mountains in groups of 6 or more, a grotesque contrast to the serene, snow-dusted landscape. Their faces are white as ash, their skin split deep cracks that expose scarlet, rancid flesh underneath. They are taller and stronger than any human who has ever lived, their limbs grown all out wrong, spindly even, like a spider's. They smell like blood and earth. Though their eyesight is poor, they can detect movement well. Their hearing is superb, their ears stretched long and tapering to points. They can make out human voices a mile away. In their territory, to speak is to be found, so when we remain silent, invisible to the eye and ear. Their teeth, too, grow longer and sharper than ours. The discomfort of it makes them gnash their fangs constantly, slicing new tears into their already ripped and rotting mouths. That's how you know they're coming. The grinding sound. But the most important thing to remember is this. To kill a ghost, you must starve its eternally regenerating body. To do this, you must bleed a ghost out, cutting it at its neck, the only place with a vulnerable vein. It's what I have trained my whole life to do. My name is Talon. I am a striker from Mara, the last free nation on this side of the sea. We are legendary bringers of death, assassins of monsters, and the only thing standing between our home and annihilation. The War Front, the nation of Mara. The morning dawns with both sun and rain. Drizzle drifts in the sunbeams, doing everything with a shimmer of light. A storm is moving in. We need to finish our sweep early. Cool wind streams my coat behind me as I head toward our defense compound's main gates. We are at the war front, 50 miles from the steel walls of Newage, Mara's capital, out where the southern mountain ranges give way to dense forests and valleys. The other sides of Mara are protected by sheer cliffs rising 1,000 feet above the ocean, natural formations supposedly caused hundreds of years ago by a cataclysmic earthquake. But here in the south, we are vulnerable to attacks from the Carinza Foundation, whose vast territory now extends up to the other side of the pass. They send their ghosts to wander this in-between land, trying to find a weak spot in our border. So, we do a silent sweep every morning, killing any ghosts we encounter. It's been a month since the Federation launched a full-scale attack against us, which we barely survived with a temporary ceasefire. But compromise is difficult when what they want is our nation itself. So, the next siege could come today, tomorrow, a month from now, there's no telling. When you're fighting a losing war, you are always on edge. Morning light has turned the sky a bruised pink by the time I arrive at the edge of our compound. As I walk, I notice the metal workers bustling around their stations, the sea silk trim of their hats trembling in the wind. It's the Bayesian, one of them says with a sneer. Another lifts an eyebrow at me. Still alive, huh, little rat? Well, if you die before Tuesday, I'll still win my bet. Words like these used to stick in my chest until it hurt to breathe. I turned my head down in shame and scurry past, but my mother always told me to keep my chin up. Look proud, she would say to me as she patted my cheek, until you feel it. So now I wink back and smile a secret smile. The metalworker looks away, annoyed that his barb didn't hook me. I stand straighter and continue down the path without a word. I haven't spoken out loud since the night my mother and I first fled to Mars' borders, when a Federation shell of poison gas permanently scarred the flaps of my vocal cords. I was 8 years old at the time. My memories of that night are inconsistent, some clear as crystal, others nothing more than a blur of soldiers in the light of fires engulfing homes. I can't remember what happened to my father. I don't know where our neighbors went. I think my mind has buried most of these memories, shrouded them in haze to protect me. That night left my mother with a head full of snow-white hair. I came out of it with no more voice and scar tissue twisting the inner lining of my throat. To this day, I'm not sure if I can't speak because of those scars or because of the trauma of our escape. And that is the end of the first 4 pages. Those ghosts sound gnarly, don't you think? If you would like, this book is available for checkout at the library. You can come in and get it at any time on browsing at the front of the library, or you can request this through our curbside service. So, Skyhunter by Marie Lu. Get it at the library. And until next time, I hope you all stay safe, take care, be kind, wash your hands, and we'll see you on Friday. All right, bye guys.